to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys?
All right, Holly. The Red Raiders will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Headed for the corner, it's Marshall. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Underwood. Here's a heat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's sticky. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football.
There's a crease. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you could tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running inside, it's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all. That one, it'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Here's Underwood to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Turning it on! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Marshall. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Under fire. Chase to the right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Hands it off on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On the option. Running to Green. Maybe a crease. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and that paid off.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Making side adjustments here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Underwood on the play action. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The run inside. It's Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the tight end. Underwood. Moving out to the right. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
The #1 key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw.
And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Disappointing for the defense here because they knew they were going to see option in this game, and they had practiced and repped against it so many times, but it's one thing to do it against your scout team, and it's another thing to do it in live game situations against this type of offense. They're struggling right now. That's the second rushing touchdown they've allowed.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Got a man, it's Simmons. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The extra point here would tie the game. knocks the extra point through the uprights. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Underwood. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Looking left. Finds his man. It's Buchanan. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And now that completely changes the thought process for this offense. Like, you're thinking, don't make a bad play, don't turn it over, understand I might have to punt the football. Now you flip the field position immediately, looking to be aggressive to get some points before the half.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
I tell you, as a play caller in this offense, when you have all this speed, sometimes you just look at your play sheet and pick a play because you know it's going to work. Big play before, now you got another big one lining you up here, first and goal.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Underwood to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Looking to take a shot. Makes a grab right down the middle. Hits the crease. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? DBs will try to keep everything in front. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Rushes on him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Gives him the big stiff arm. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. You saw it there.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better, but to come...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. This time, it's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon to the offensive lineman, call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Finds his man. It's Marshall. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Running inside, it's Dickey. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. A designed run for the quarterback. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling them up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle them up. You want to set those edges really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
On the run from inside his own 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. That turnover on the last possession was a killer. Now it's a 2-score game, and they've got to get the pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? He'll be stopped.